Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we're here to talk about a brand new item that I just noticed on the floor of Sephora, and it is by Artist Couture, a brand that I have really been so interested in for the past few years and more lately. These are the Artist Couture Stay Lit liquid eyeshadows. They are $22 each, and at time of filming you can get them on sale at the Sephora sale if you're so inclined. I picked up 2 shades. There are 5 in total, 4 shimmer shades and 1 metallic. Silly me, I picked up 2 shimmer shades. When you know I didn't pick up the metallic, I don't know what I was thinking, but I like the ones I got. They're super pretty. These 2 shimmer shades, and we're going to swatch them and try them on, are Rich B TCH and Cross Faded. Those are the 2 that I picked up. There are 3 more. The fun thing about these is you can combine them. You could use them on your own. You can combine them, as we'll do in the demo, with a little bit of bronzer on the lids. You'll see what I mean. I want to show you this, and I'm going to step away and show you them in natural lighting too. But let me just show you here kind of how these work. So here is Rich B, and you can apply these 2 ways. So it has a little container here and a kind of angled, very nice, tiny little doe foot. I find these very easy to control. A lot of liquid eyeshadows can kind of get away from you. If you've had this problem with them going everywhere or getting here as you try to spread them or so, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't have a problem with these. So let me show you what I mean by multiple uses. In addition to layering with each other and layering with powder or matte shadows, you can also do a few things here. You can apply it's to your eye straight from the doe foot to get more intense metallic finish. So you can just go ahead and put it on your eye, honestly, just like that. Or you can do what I'm going to do here, and you can shear it out, and look how beautifully that shears. Almost can't see it, which gives you a lot of control. Now, if you use as you'll see in the demo, if you use a brush, you can use your finger. If you use a brush even more, you can take away even more of the metallic, look at that in the middle there, and it leaves more of a glitter finish. So you really have kind of a finger finish, a brush finish, and just on its own. Let me see if you can see that. And you'll see it on my eyes for sure. And let's do it with the other shade. I remember I have 2 of the 5. And here is the shade Cross Faded. I'm going to show you and do the same thing. So if you applied it directly to your eye, it would look a little something like that. Let me get it capped here. Sorry if my hand's in the way. Then we can kind of finger spread it, and it really fades away, which can be really nice. It kind of provides a nice little base for something you might be doing. And if you just really brush it, you're going to get more of a diffused and sparkly look. I don't know if that's being picked up too well by the camera in studio lighting, but I will also step into natural lighting and recreate this as well and insert that here. So take a look at that. You can see how I kind of let it fade in the light there with different. So we have it fully applied at the top, then I brushed it out, and then I used a finger. It really gives you a lot of precise control. As you can see, even here in studio, nothing is leaking or dripping down my arm. They are very easy to work with. They are scent free in case you are worried about scent. There's no sort of weird scent to them. And the shadows are really pretty. I don't know if I mentioned they are $22 each. I'm not saying it's inexpensive, but it's not bad, especially for something to try. I think these are best for a one and done look, but combined with matte shadows or any shadows of your choice or with each other, they can be quite stunning from a brand that is really, I find, very, very interesting. I really like what he's doing over at Artist Couture. Let me come back with nothing on my eyes, and we're going to do this kind of, I'm calling it a sunset look that you see here today, combining the 2 shades that I bought, and then we will talk about them, and I'll get, hopefully, your opinion. So stay right there. Okay, let's do kind of a diffuse look rather than anything overly powerful. And I'm going to attempt to use both. So let's see. I can, again, just place this and leave it, but I am going to instead place it, and then I think I will take a Sonia G Lotus brush here. And that is, of course, undyed goat's hair. And this will spread the liquid pretty well. So here it is, untouched. I mean, placed messily, of course, but untouched. And I'm going to just kind of diffuse it. Look at that for a one and done look, by the way. I'm kind of happy with that already. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with liquid eyeshadows, and I've tried so many and haven't really liked them. And I can tell you right now, this is a really pleasant experience. Usually they, to me, can be a bit messy, and then they can spread out and kind of diffuse too much. It's kind of one or the other. And I really like the way this goes on. It's kind of a really easy application. Let's do the same on the other eye, and then let's see if we could work in the other shade. I'm tempted to, I mean, as a one and done look, boy, that would sure be pretty, wouldn't it? Okay, let's just do this on the other side. I just kind of messily applied it again. Once again, as I showed you in the demo, we could, if we wanted to, just leave it on without spreading it out. Now, what I have with this shade, because it's a shimmer, is a lot of shimmer. So the more you diffuse it, of course, it takes away some of the pigment and then leaves some of the sparkle. But no fallout, because the fact that it's a liquid kind of holds it in already. Really. There can be fallout. I'm not saying there won't be, but there doesn't seem to be a whole heck of a lot of it. Let me just waste your time and my time here for a second and even this out just a little bit. Okay, now let's take this shade and just see what we can do by combining two shades here. Why not? And I could have done this as the base. Maybe that would have been better, but I decided to kind of do it on the edges. And again, if I were going to be doing it more precisely, I could kind of leave it. Well, that's an interesting. It looks like it's also more metallic when left alone. And then a little bit more shimmer if you use a brush. Again, the brush kind of absorbing a little bit of the pigment and leaving a little bit of the sparkle. But I mean, it works. It still leaves enough of the shade. And now I have a slightly dimensional look. Not this dimension, perhaps. And this is really pretty for parties, and kind of for a party look would be a real easy party look. If you wanted to be really adventurous, and yes, I'm using the same brush because I figure they're blending together anyway. And if you want to be really adventurous, you could even take this and just run it under the eye as is, and then you'd get a really startling look. I like it. There's a lot of glitter, but look, I mean, I'm really not getting, let me zoom you in. I'm really not getting any fallout. Let me go ahead and just finish the look, and then let's come back and talk about it. Stay right there. Before I go finish the look, I was sitting here playing around and I wanted to include you guys in on it. Take a look at what I've done here. I gently spread, knowing that the brush would take some of the pigment. And as you see, I got a more foiled look by gently spreading. So let's try that on this side too. I don't even know if this is, guys, the prettiest of eye looks, really. I'm more just kind of playing with the formulas. I don't know if it's the most inventive, but I'm just kind of seeing how they apply. On the eye is so different than on the skin. So what I'm doing now is just kind of patting. You could also do this with your finger, I'm sure. And now, as you see, I've gotten a slightly more foiled look to the liquid shadow without it being so just glittery. Again, though I've been sitting here playing with it, the glitter has not fallen. So that is going to be really fun if you love glitter but hate fallout. That would definitely be a plus for this product. All right, now let me go fix it up and try to make it more of a look rather than just a test on my eyes. Okay, I'm back. You know what? For a liquid eye product, not bad, guys. I kind of like how it's down to your technique. You really want to go to town with a brush, you're going to get more of a glitter finish. You kind of want to just place it, touch it with your finger gently, or just kind of pat it with a brush. To state the obvious, you're going to get a more of a metallic finish. And I like that. I don't know, I kind of came at the end here. Here and now it is with mascara and a little bit of eyeliner. I kind of like the sunset look that I achieved by having these kind of pink and golden colors together. But I do think that for everyday use, what I would probably do is a one and done, and I would just kind of pat it on and have it be a little bit more foily. It's still really a nice party look. It would be lovely if you could get a little bronzer in the crease first, just to give a little bit more definition, and then apply it. I just wanted to do it on bare now. But if I did put a little bit of bronzer in the crease, I think that would be even prettier. In fact, gonna try that right now, and let's see if we like it better. I'll be right back. Okay, aha, what a difference. I took the bronzer kind of shade, the darker brown shade, from this Hourglass Holiday palette. Look at the difference now. Now that gives it a lot more depth, and I really like it. So really for everyday use, I would put a little bit of a bronzer or any sort of matte shade into the crease, especially with my hooded eyes, and then go to town probably with just one shade and just kind of pat or tap, maybe diffuse it out a little bit towards the inner, you know, make it a little more sparkly in and then a little more darker towards the outer corners. But there it is finished, and adding just a little bit of a matte bronzer. And I actually really like it. These are really pretty and they work a bunch of different ways. And for 22 bucks each, I mean, you know, that's not inexpensive, but it's not too bad to play with. Right now, as of time of filming, for a few more days, the Sephora sale is on. So you might want to get your hands on it and just play with it a little bit. Like I said, I do like the sunset look though. I don't know if I repeat it, but I like it a lot better now with the bronzer. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment about how you feel about liquid shadows in general. I used to try, Natasha Denona's, and I have tried Huda's. I've never really loved them. I always found them too messy. This one is very easy to control, I find. So I would love to hear what your thoughts are on that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. And hey, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel so that I can see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.